Hey guys, Nikkei78 back here with more Zero Time Dilemma. Instead of being on their faces, I decided I would honor a little bit of what I wanted to do in the last episode because it was a hard choice for me. There are so many choices I could do. But I was like so close on the locker thing, but I actually got one thing wrong. I was thinking like Junpei, where it was 50-50. But that was not the case. And also I should show you something interesting I also learned about the game from having to record these episodes. And I noticed something interesting, so we'll get here in a sec, and I'll show you what I mean. If it does the thing that I think it does. It's also possible that it doesn't. But basically in the last video, we solved this room and we got to the lockers, and it became the Monty Hall problem. Now the Monty Hall problem was featured on Deal or No Deal.
Damn.
And
That was close.
I thought it was like a 50-50 chance. It's actually a still a 1 in 10 chance that the locker I was trying to open, locker number 7, twice in a row would have the gas mask, which is what I need to get out of here because I'm dying from the carbon dioxide coming out of the extinguisher there. But what really happens...
The percentage of carbon dioxide in the air is roughly 0.04. IDLH level kicks in around 5%.
That I get, the IDLH. Also, this room has the most OSHA violations, I would imagine, because they did not check the equipment on purpose for this scenario to happen. I'm pretty sure that the Institutional Review Board and OSHA would have quite a couple of words to say about this scenario. But for the whole thing in general.
Which locker will you open?
Damn. That's 0.
We need to pick one quickly.
I have to wonder if the announcer that comes on is either Fi or Akane. Because in the last one, some of the announcements were actually made by the old Akane. Kind of a spoiler, but to be fair, you should be playing this game without having knowledge of the other game. Alright. So it doesn't matter what locker I choose here. The point is to make all the other lockers open. And I learned that when I opened locker number 7 on my second playthrough, locker number 4 or locker number 5 remained closed. So I'm going to choose number 7. Locker number 4 or 5 remained closed rather than locker number 6. So this game is like 100 times replayable. It's crazy. And this is not the only one that I found it in. I also found it in the coin flip part, and then the part where you had to, what is it? The antidotes changes. They recorded more cutscenes on how do you find the correct antidote. It's kind of crazy, actually. Okay, so this time locker number 5 didn't get open.
The Monty Hall Problem. The remaining lockers have been narrowed down to 2. Which locker?
Okay, so now that all the lockers are open, and I was talking about this earlier, you have a 1 in 10 chance that it's the locker number 7 again.
There's no way
in my scenario. But you have a 9 in 10 chance that it's probably locker number 5. It's not 50-50. Because all of those ones opened up was also a 1 in 10 chance that because they were revealed to be nothing, all of them added up and went into locker number 5 rather than the locker you did open.
That's not it, Junpei. The probability is... It's actually...
It's like weird math.
Hey, Akane. Akane, are you okay?
Damn, this isn't good.
I'm gonna laugh if locker number 5 doesn't have the mask and it was truly locker number 7 again.
Which one will it be in?
Alright, so instead of locker number 7, we're going to pick up the other one. Because it's a 90% chance that you actually do get the right one. I don't know what I was thinking of why it was a 50-50 at all. Is it? Yes! But there's only one.
Oh, yeah!
Wait, there's only one.
Yeah, but...
Oh, you gotta be joking. One?
Oh, who do we give it to?
There's only one?
The announcement. It never said that there would be 3.
That's true.
No.
Can we share it? Like, someone take a breath for a couple of seconds, and then the other person take a breath for a couple of seconds, and then the other person take a breath for a couple of seconds or something?
We'll just rotate the mask between the 3 of us.
Yeah.
We can't.
What do you mean?
Why?
The door doesn't open for 20 minutes. The pump only has enough oxygen for 1.
Oh.
Damn it! What the hell?
Oh my goodness. And we already know, like, Q-Team... I think Q-Team in this one was dead? Dying? Oh, you have to figure out who...
Hey, Carlos. I have a favor to ask.
I know. I haven't been a firefighter for 10 years. To make the wrong choice now.
Ladies first. I assume. Oh, this is so sad.
Glad I got to hear your voice one last time.
Huh?
It brings back that time at the festival. Remember? We went together. You found this weird character mask and bought 2. You tried to make me wear one. Oh, that's right. You were wearing a yukata then. You said it had been your mom's before she died. That's why it was so big on you. I want to go to that festival again.
Junpei, no! Hurry! Put the mask on! What?
No, now she has to shove Junpei off of her.
Junpei! Junpei!
No, she managed to get up before Junpei fell on her. It would be hard to get someone that's bigger than you off of you. Oh, she's able to open the door. Oh, I didn't have to. Well, of course, the character I controlled died, but I didn't have to enter the passwords because of that. Oh, did Diana Sigma get out? Because I noticed Phi was dead there too. I still don't know what happened to Phi. Oh, it's a game over either way. Okay. Noted. Oh, all sections cleared Monty Hall, coming up on 90 minutes. Huh. Okay. Alright. So, does it, like, mark it off? No, it does. Oh, it does! It gets a red frame. Okay, so if I went back and did all the choices and got all the endings from the other thing, it'll show up as a green frame in Q-Team and a blue frame in D-Team. I see. Okay. Well, I'm going to pick another fragment. The next fragment I wanted to go through was this. I think this is the decontamination scene from looking at it scrutinizingly hard in the footage. Because I recognize the button, so I have to see what this dialogue is. And of course, I don't think I want to push the button as C-Team either. Let's see what happens if it doesn't. First come, first saved, C. This is also be around 1800.
This is called the decontamination room?
I think you're supposed to clean off after returning from the surface. Well, that was for when there was a nuclear war and the world was contaminated.
Ah, that explains the showerheads.
Just as I thought. This won't open either.
He's super
The
obsessed
map
with opening
shows an
doors.
elevator hall beyond this door. If we came down the elevator normally, we'd be able to run into this room immediately, but
What about that? It's connected to the lounge.
I checked it earlier, but no dice. Locked up tight.
do you think Zero trapped us in here to make us play the decision game?
I definitely do.
Pretty obvious at this point. 1810.
I think it was about 13:30 when we finished voting and the drug put us to sleep.
So that means we were napping like toddlers for 4.5 hours.
Well, no, you could have woken up and gone to sleep again during that time, too.
Junpei, I have something I've been wanting to ask you. During the vote earlier, you told Carlos.
Come on, Carlos. Vote for Q Team. Yeah, what about it?
What about? How could you be so horrible? You used to. You'd never have said that a year ago.
Oh, like you're one to talk.
What? What happened to you, Junpei? What happened while I was gone?
He
I'd
has
like to
this
know more
weird
about you,
two-faced
too.
personality.
What's that, Carlos? Does that mean you're interested in me?
What?
No. My focus is my little sister. Got no time for a love life.
Heh, so our hero of justice has a sister complex.
Junpei? Carlos really is worried about you.
Well, it's more I want to know about you both. Weren't you friends as kids? And last year you were trapped just like this and escaped together. So why?
Why the animosity, you mean? That's exactly why.
Junpei,
I've seen people die. Horrible, cruel deaths I never wanted to see. So many. I'm probably becoming numb.
Well, I guess anyone would.
After what happened last year, I quit school and joined a detective firm.
Oh man.
Oh.
It was all because of Akane there. She up and disappeared, so I went to a firm to try and find her. It's small, but known to work among the underground.
Did you work with
I've
Dante?
snuck into places running human organ trafficking like they're trading cookies. Saw a coworker I'd just finished eating with pushed off a rooftop the other day.
Oh my goodness.
Never had a by-the-books case where I just had to prove he cheated. Every job that passed my hands was dirty and dangerous. That's when I realized humans aren't as beautiful as I thought. I'd only been skimming the surface all this
What do you
time.
think Akane is, though?
So every day, after work, I'd drink myself to sleep.
Oh, that's
I
awful.
slept in my bathtub with the shower running. It was the only way I was able to get the scent of blood off me. But last month, finally, I got intel through our network that Akane was joining this experiment.
So that's why you came to decom.
Yeah, I threatened those in charge and forced my way in.
I don't know how she'll feel about that. That doesn't sound fair.
So, Akane, how's Santa? Aoi.
my brother.
How is
Heard
he?
about Ace. He's stuck in jail if he hasn't escaped yet. Lotus is doing all right. She's working and raising her kids still.
Ah,
Who told you this?
That detective guy, Seven.
do you
I
work
worked
with
him
Seven?
once. We destroyed Free the Soul's headquarters.
Destroyed?
Wait, how?
Hey,
What?
What's Free the Soul?
A religious cult.
You didn't get all of it,
Freaky
though.
terrorist organization who never stopped trying to create
I have
their
a theory
new
that they're
world.
probably zero.
They abducted my brother and I 10 years ago.
And the game we played last year was related to that big kidnapping case.
My brother and I were trying to track Free the Soul's movements, but you were too, Junpei?
I came across some info on them while I was working. Seven was the one still on their trail. But I kinda think we went too far by destroying their headquarters. I'm pretty sure we pissed off their boss. I think his name was Brother.
Wow.
So wait, you're saying this Zero the Second has something to do with him?
You know anything about it, Akane?
I already told you I'm not connected to this. I don't know why this person is calling themselves Zero.
Why don't you enlighten us as to why you joined DCOM, Akane?
Junpei,
Someone using that name has thrown us into a similar game. No way you can ask me to believe they're unrelated.
Stop it, Junpei. From what I can tell, Akane's the victim.
I'm here to change the future.
Huh?
Free the Soul is currently attempting to implement a terrifying plan. I infiltrated the experiment to stop that.
So you knew that this game would happen?
I don't know. I didn't know any specifics about all of this.
But you just said it's to change the future.
A very distant future.
So you access the morphogenetic field and...
Hold up. What are you talking about?
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results.
Why'd he have to interrupt now?
All three groups have voted for different teams. Therefore, none have been executed. The current death count, 0.
That's from everyone allying with each other.
I can't say
Or the betrayal going in a circle.
those involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back on the rules you were told. You will remain in the shelter for eternity until 6 people are killed. I will give you one last chance. A single action from you may result in your escape from the depths. What must you do? It's simple. I shall show you. The other 2 teams are listening to a message just like this one. In their ward's decontamination room.
What?
The construction of all of them are the same. A yellow button exists on the wall in each.
Oh, that thing.
Yep.
Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
I'm still not pressing that button.
Fluoride?
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron. Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary.
If everyone could not press that button, we could make Zero really mad.
Button on the wall is your right to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape.
Why is he making it so easy?
I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes.
It won't press right away either, we know that. From playing in queue.
Fuse. It is ultimately all up to you to decide.
Isn't it obvious?
No, Junpei!
Let's think about this. Get out of my way, Akane. We need to push the button before the other teams do.
What are you saying, Junpei? Are you really planning to sacrifice everyone else so you can escape?
It's to survive. It's kill or be killed, so we need to make sure to kill them first.
Jesus.
Junpei, 1 year, and you've changed so much.
Well, he has said he become numb from all of his work.
Junpei! Damn you! Do you want to die? You're okay with never seeing your sister again?
Maria.
No way in hell I'm dying!
Oh, God. How do we, like, knock him out? Because we knocked Eric out.
No! Don't, Carlos! If none of the teams push it, then it has to be like when we voted.
While you're wishing on a star, we'll end up killed.
Junpei!
I got this, guys. We'll stare at that button. Time to decide. Press the button? No, I ain't pressing the button. I'm not pressing it. There's no way I could press that button. Kitty, you okay? You would have to like be
It's been
psychic
3
about
minutes.
it.
Does that mean none of the teams?
It has to mean no one pushed it!
Oh, that was the longest 180 seconds ever.
It only gave me 10.
You're telling me. I'm nearly drowning in my own sweat. Like I practically had that acid bath already.
It seems there may be a misunderstanding, so I shall clear it up for you. I never said the showers would activate as soon as the button was pressed. Which means you've yet to learn whether the button has been activated by someone or not.
What?
No! Then when will we?
Less than a minute left before we're knocked out. That means...
So you're saying we won't even know until we're already melted into goo?
Now, it is time for you to sleep.
That is pretty cruel.
Whilst you wake, know that you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
Another thing I noticed from recording is that when you are in the pantry using the body parts, and you find Junpei's head, those body parts don't seem to match what Junpei is wearing, so where those body parts came from is beyond me. That's for dang sure. Alright. Oh, it's only 22 minutes into this episode. And I've only seen 2 cutscenes-ish. I might actually go against the norm. D-Team has their decontamination room, and I really hate the shower room anyways, so I'm going to go to their decontamination room and work through that one, just because I don't like the idea of the shower at all. It's not fun. So, plus it doesn't give you a room, so I might as well, I guess I'm making the episode 40 minutes again. First come, first serve D. Vi's trying to open the door.
Won't even budge.
Does that mean it's locked?
Yeah, seems that way.
So that means we're trapped, huh?
Where are we?
The decontamination room? That's how it's labeled on the map.
There are showers in here?
You need to wash all contaminants off after you return from outside. Well, in the case of nuclear war, of course.
Which means there are 2 exits heading to the surface. Here, and the X door in the lounge.
You're right. It looks like there's a hall to an elevator outside. I don't see how they're connected on the map, but it must be there.
Okay, then let's escape through that door.
How exactly do you propose that...
It looks like it's been welded shut.
Maybe it'll open if we push that yellow button over there.
It's welded
Do you not
shut?
just hear that it's
Okay,
welded shut?
Then what exactly is it for?
Huh.
Should we try pushing it?
No, don't push
Clearly
it.
suspect. Better not.
Right.
1809.
The other rooms didn't look welded
Anesthetic
shut,
was
but they
injected
have
into
to
the
be,
boat.
because it would be too easy to escape.
1330.
So we've been asleep for almost 4.5 hours.
That might not be true.
Right.
Huh.
Zero did say.
Once 90 minutes are up, an injector in your bracelet will
I noticed on Diana, okay, so I saw a piece of artwork, and this is on the game disc itself.
We could have woken up
where-
and fallen asleep several times since then.
It looks like Diana is standing behind Sigma, and there's like a weird
what the
gun
results of the
saw
voting.
contraption that is around
Highly
Sigma's
unlikely
head.
that C-Team was able to
So-
survive.
And the
Why?
that
even have
Diana
to
was wearing
ask.
a necklace
Diana voted against
that
the
had
plan on the note
a
and
bird
chose
cage
C-Team.
on it.
Whoa, wait, hold up.
But
What are you
she's not
saying?
wearing it here, so
But
I
Diana
don't
voted
know.
for Q-Team. Isn't that right?
I'm sorry. I don't really remember.
They logic it down,
How is
huh?
that possible?
Sorry.
How could you forget?
She's wearing a necklace that's,
After the vote
I
at
think,
1330,
Luna
he
is
told us
wearing,
we
so I'm
wouldn't
not
be injected
sure
with the amnesia meds.
if that
Right.
means
I remember it
anything. I hope I'm
exactly.
not looking into
Diana
it too
had
much.
chosen to vote for Cupid.
But it is on the game
No.
disc.
I know for sure that
So,
she definitely
you
voted
can't-
for C Team.
Nonsense. You must be out
Wouldn't
of
be
it.
spoiling, I
You're
don't
the
think.
one out of it, you senile old fart.
What are they fighting about? I'll have to go back and read what they
Wait.
were. I wasn't really paying
Don't
attention.
tell me.
Wait, don't tell what?
Jumped?
Jumped what? Who jumped?
What Sigma was going on about back in DCOM? Well, it's all true.
Oh, when he was saying mankind would be destroyed? What did he mean exactly? Do you mind
This would explain the plot of
Even if I did,
Virtue's Last
I don't
Reward.
think you'd believe me. It's highly likely you won't even understand. You see, the things Sigma and I have been through are, complicated and mysterious.
Does that mean your consciousness came from the future? 2074?
Yes, but that's not exactly right.
Some of it did and
Sigma
some of it
and I
didn't.
both originated from the current
You lose your
world of
memories when you jump.
2028. Our consciousnesses were sparked by a specific event into jumping forward to 2074. We returned to April 2029, where we lived 45 years normally through time. In January 2074, our two consciousnesses were booted to the past again, and essentially ended up at this point in time, Christmas of 2028. See, you don't understand, do you?
It doesn't have to make sense. You only need to believe us.
About what happens in the future?
Correct.
I have to know then. Why was mankind destroyed?
It's not exactly destroyed. It isn't as if there aren't any survivors left.
There were some, yeah.
A large number are.
Yes, the dead number 6 billion. It's all because of Radical 6, a horrific virus that affects the human brain. It spread quickly worldwide, and humanity began heading to extinction.
The location the virus originated at was the experimental facility, DCOM.
If they're
That
the
was
old
what we
farts,
were
they don't
told,
exactly
anyway.
know what happened here. They didn't look
Some
at
of the
these events
information
and figure
appears
it
to be
out.
incorrect, though.
So they're trying again, I guess.
This is just a guess, but I think Radical 6 wasn't leaked from DCOM. I've got a feeling it came from this shelter instead.
Regardless, back then we believed it all started at DCOM. So we infiltrated the facility as subjects to prevent the release of the virus. With Akane's help.
Akane?
She's the leader of a secret group called Crash Keys that wants
Crash?
to save the world.
Oh, that's new. Hello.
Using the organization's assets, we hacked the admin server and altered the original subject list and data.
I see. I mean, it all seems so fake. I could hardly keep up with all of it.
We're not lying.
I'll have to
It's
redo
true.
that later, but I wrote down Crash Keys because I think that's important to remember.
I'd like to go back for a second. Fi, you said you jumped earlier, right?
Yeah,
Does that mean...
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results. All three groups have voted for different teams. Therefore, none have been executed.
That doesn't tell you if it's a betrayal or an ally kind of thing. Whether you followed the note exactly or not would make it a betrayal or not.
Situation for many of us involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back on the rules you were told.
I don't think Crash Keys is a...
Eternity until
I have to wonder if there's like a different motivation besides going after free the soul, essentially. Because Akane said she was going after free the soul.
In your escape from the depths. What must you do? It's simple. I shall show you.
I don't think... Oh, if that's the case, though, that... I don't know if she's employed by Clover... Or, not Clover. Alice from Virtue's Last Reward. Because she was the head in that government group. And Clover was, like, her follower.
That can't be.
And they talked to recruiting the people who were able to access the morphogenetic field.
On the wall in each. Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will...
Alright, we already know Fi's attempted to press that button.
What? Hydrofluoric acid?
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron.
But we have to stop Sigma too. I hope not. He's kinda huge.
Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape.
I still don't want to press the button.
One final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do?
I'm not pressing it. You can't make me press it. I mean, I'll come back to each of these and press it later, but I don't like the idea of pressing it. No one should press it. Don't.
I'm doing
Oh
it to
my
protect
god!
you too.
Sigma, you're trying to do it!
It's not
I
to
told you
escape.
no!
Of course
I
don't
thought you
want
were
to
not
kill
going to
the
do
other
it, because Fi wanted to do
team.
it.
If we don't act, we're the ones who die.
It's not for certain. No one pushes it before 3 minutes are up.
But if we wait, all 3 teams will be killed. The acid will melt even our bones, and all that's left will wash down the drain. Is that how you want to reunite? To hug and cry together in the drain? By then, we wouldn't even be able to see or hold them.
Will we be asleep in the drain?
Please calm down.
How could I possibly do that?
Oh god.
Someone on another team could be pushing the button right now as we speak.
What if it turned into a fighting game and you had to try to stop Sigma for 3 minutes?
He never said what would happen once the time limit ended.
She's right. 3 minutes is just a space of time. There's still a chance nothing will happen after the deadline is over. It must mean that we're being tested.
Oh, thank God they had their
how much
logic
we
to
all trust.
know they were tested.
Please believe Sigma. Trust the other teams.
You could at least trust C team. Q team you might not know, but like they're gonna yell at me once I press that button. Because we clearly established that we don't want to press the button, but I'm pretty sure they want to, like... Sigma would, like, twist my arm off or something for pushing that button when I said I wasn't going to push the button. Like, that is silly. Alright, I made my decision and I didn't push the button, of course. Now what? We're asleep again?
What's happening?
Yeah.
See? I told you, didn't I? None of the others pushed the button. So that's proof that the other teams can be trusted to cooperate.
It seems there may be a misunderstanding, so I shall clear it up for you. I never said the showers would activate as soon as the button is pressed. Which means you've yet to learn whether the button has been activated by someone or not.
What?
And when?
Then
1929.
I get it now.
Don't tell me we'll be asleep when...
Now, it is time
Nope.
to sleep.
You have no choice.
Next you wake, know that you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
I feel like there's something that Zero could potentially make all the buttons locked on purpose pushed and everyone just dies because like all the acid would go off or something. Alright, now I'm curious. I don't know if no, that didn't activate anything else. However, I could look at this and show you it appears that C team goes first, then Q team, and then D team when it comes to all of this. Oh, and I also opened up Pandora's box. Because I refused, I'm going the correct way. Are these like 2 cutscenes to see whether or not they all like died because somebody else ahead of time pushed the button? I think in the next episode, I'm going to go back into C Team, of course, and finish that up. But I'm going to have to see what happens in that last room. I think that's the rec room from what it looks like, because it reminds me of the other rec room in Virtue's Last Reward. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys then.